What's this matchup like, Chad? I honestly don't know. I would imagine Shadow can take it down.
I'm just thinking that Shadow has so much spot removal that the Rhinos are just going to get pushed and stuff.
Well, I mean, Unholy,
There's
yes, but not Bolt. But then most Shadow lists only play like 2 push, if that now.
okay.
Push is just not the best spot it's been.
Rhinos has a terrible Shadow match. Okay. Well, let's put Damien to the test.
Yeah, Damon has definitely been getting better at Shadow.
So Bobo on the draw, but starting off with a gemstone.
Predictions up, by the way, if you wanted to vote your channel points.
New list plays 4 push, 4 drown. Gotcha.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I think Damien's running just like a stock Luris list, but put Giganta in instead.
So attack with Ragavan, and Brazen Borrow is going to bounce it. And he's going to keep that Ragavan in hand to probably dash it here. Or he's leaving his mana up to counter or do whatever to Bobo here. So Damien taking his life down to 15. It's kind of weird that Shadow likes to do that, but they do.
Oh, did Robbie have the outburst? And yeah, outbursting in response to the fetch there would have been pretty clean play. I haven't seen outburst in his hand, but big guy thinks he has it.
So Damien in a tough spot here because he probably wants to use those expressives. Yeah, and he didn't even make a land drop. So
Wow.
Bobo just freely getting to put that Brazen Borrow into play to start the 3 beats here. And
Paulinho, thanks for the follow.
yep, thanks, Taryn. There's a land for Damien. Think you want to shocking down to 10. DRC. So that's 2 lands in the graveyard. Has the ability to put an artifact in there as well. Damien playing very scared of the Cascade spell.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on his hand. Sometimes you just lose if that resolves. So
Right. That's
another
an outburst. So another land. 2. Yeah, there's 2 outbursts there.
Damien's at 7. Oh, he's just gonna
Jamming on
phase
his
it before
turn.
damage. Wow.
And Damien says it's good. Yeah, well, yeah, because it's the cast trigger. If he's going to counter something, he's going to counter the actual Rhino spell here. Yep, here it goes. Drown in the lock.
Surveil trigger. Damien, I don't think he's playing any copies of Murktide. I think he's playing Giganta. I haven't seen him like reveal it though, but that doesn't mean he didn't reveal it like and it's off to the side. I just haven't seen it.
Dash in a Ragavan. Bobo thinking. Ragavan good, making a treasure. 15, 14. Fire and Ice. That can...
No, that's... Oh, yeah, that's the Exile of Frag.
Yeah, exile off a rag. So he could ping the Brazen Bar over here, being at 6, but then that's going to put him completely shields down. But I don't think he has any interaction in hand.
I'm surprised he hasn't fired off one of these iterations instead of the Ragavan attack, honestly.
Yeah, I think he has the treasure up there.
Oh, try to besage the land. This could get Damien an extra land if he floats that. Okay, he's gonna make use of the mana, cast that bolt.
And that land's gone. Gonna go get another land. I'm not sure. Maybe he didn't want to use, save the bolt and use the fire ice with the treasure.
It seems like he's trying to keep up some amount of mana for something. I just don't know what it is.
Is he gonna put another channeler out there here? Because I don't think Bobo gives himself haste here at all, does he?
No, he has no way to.
Right. Yep, outbursting. Yeah, he didn't shock. I thought it was I thought he was gonna put a land in untapped and then thinking he had a couple of mana, but he did not choose to leave that untapped. So I don't know what Damien has to deal with 2/4/4 trampling Rhinos here. Maybe some 2 iterations.
He just has creatures and iterations.
Yeah, 2 iterations, 2 Ragavans, a DRC, I think, and a Bobble. And what's Bobo have in hand? He's got 1 card. I think you got an iteration here, right?
Surveil first with the bobble for a little more selection.
I like it.
He draws like Drown or something here. He could be okay. I think he left that card on top.
He did.
The bobble.
He can draw it.
Wants to hit it with the iteration. That's to leave that on top when you've got 2 Surveil triggers coming up here. That's got to be a.
It's a Death Shadow.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's pretty good here. That's going to be bigger than the Rhinos. Death Shadow and Croxa and Kolagon's command, maybe?
So the treasure is going to be able to play the Death Shadow.
It's a 7/7.
And those DRCs have, well, one of them doesn't. One of them has Summoning Sickness. But the other one's got to attack, doesn't it?
I must not have Delirium yet.
Land, artifact, instant, sorcery.
Yeah, go tell him, go tell him. Yeah, he should have it. Land, artifact, instant, sorcery.
It hit me when I was...
He was in...
So Damien, he was in post-combat. You're correct, Force of Phil. That's what I was... As I was walking out there to check to make sure, I thought to myself, he probably passed through combat first and then did his actions.
And then got the Delirium online, yeah. Okay. I see.
Yep, good call.
Croxa.
Force and... Looks like Force is going away.
Sig Anderson, thanks for the follow.
Really appreciate all the follows tonight, everybody. So Damien has some those. He's got to figure out a way to take care of those rhinos, but he does present a clock with the DRCs over there that are going to attack.
Robert put the exiled fire ice into his grave. Someone just said.
Exile from what?
From Ragavan. It was exiled from Ragavan. He put it in his grave. And just go tell him.
Okay. Yep, I'll let him know.
I mean, I think it's pretty free to just let these DRCs attack. I mean, you can. That's a fetch, right? That he has out there.
Yes, it's a fetch.
So.
Right, they have flying. They're going to get in, but the problem is Damien doesn't have enough blockers.
Yeah, I mean, he's only going to go to 2 and then kill him. Unless he has some way to tap it down or something.
So my thing is, that's a 7 toughness. That he's 1 short of lethal here, Taryn. But if he fetches, if he attacks with everything and Bobo doesn't block, he dies. So he has to block with one of the rhinos. So isn't it better to be proactive here?
Make him
block with the rhino.
I would think, because you're pretty much dead to all the same stuff anyways, and you just get him to a lower life total or give him less rhinos.
Down to 8, Taryn.
Yeah.
The only thing is, if he does go to 1 and Bobo attacks and has a outburst, he can win by pumping.
Right. Oh, Prismatic Man. That's going to get there. Deal 2 to you.
Yep.
Yes.
Damien draws 7 and immediately reached for his deck, but then changed his mind.
I would like them to print powerful cards that are not generically good, like Ragavan or the Pitch Elementals, but instead that it push existing or new archetypes. That's the best take I've ever heard.
Let's
I hate just like the generically good cards. Like every card should have some kind of downside, some kind of upside, and work well with other cards, work poorly with other cards. Like that's my type of Magic.
So they printed Svelin. I'd like to see Merfolk become a thing. I'd like to see Squirrels become a thing. Like I think some more tribal decks would be pretty sweet. Because I know players like to play those, and players that want to play them can't. They're just not good enough.
Yeah.
They're
like even like DRC, it's a super powerful card, but it's not just generically good. There's certain conditions you gotta play, like you gotta meet, and there's certain you've gotta have a certain amount of spells, you gotta have an artifact in there probably, like to get the delirium. But like Ragavan, it's just generically good. Like it's so good that just like control decks are playing it. Like
another hand disruption spell. So that's 2 Shardless Agents ripped out of the hand. And Vengevine says, so what's your take on Goyf? Do you consider Goyf to just be generically good? So I do consider Goyf to be generically good. It just is good because stuff gets in the graveyard and you don't have to do anything to work for it. But at the same time, the power level of Goyf, because of power creep, Goyf is just a good, solid card, but also, to me, not an overpowered card because it just dies to Fatal Push. It dies to so many removal spells.
Yeah, well, it also still just has, like, certain kind of deck building restrictions in a way. Like, people do play, like, Tarfire and stuff just to try to make their Goyfs bigger. Right. I don't personally agree with that, but people do it. And then, like, Graveyard Hate still hurts it, like, rest in peace.
So land here, and was it a land was the draw? So there's an endurance in hand. Endurance coming in. Okay. On upkeep, it looks like.
I thought maybe, yeah.
So Damien, though, will be able to easily. Oh, Damien passed back. That was not upkeep. That was instep.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't Damien not have Unholy Heat in hand? I'm very confused. I guess not.
Wait,
Oh, doesn't have Delirium now.
yeah. I mean,
Could he not have?
I don't think he had it at that
He
point.
didn't have
either.
Delirium at that point, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty good, though. Play Ragavan and a 5/5 Death Shadow. Another Endurance.
Another Endurance.
Put his own grave back in.
I think he has a, yep, fetch and shuffle them back up. Nice play, Robbie. Get those Cascaders back into the deck. And Damien playing some efficient threats. one mana Ragavan and a 1 mana 5/5. Seems solid. What's up, Connor? I see you in there, bud.
Hello. Just tell me how to pronounce that. Thanks for the follow. Death Shadow keeping these endurances up.
Hello, Taipai, maybe?
Typey.
New follow, Wyoder05, thank you. Bobo playing a lot of lands. 2 cards in hand. 2 endurances on the battlefield, though.
Yeah, we are at a standstill as of right now, but a Cascade spell would blow this open, I think.
Yeah. That's a Brazen Borrower, so
That.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, Damien might have some counter magic here. I think he has Drown.
But that's, yeah, and he has 2 spells or 2 cards in the graveyard.
Yeah, it's only
Bobo
so
does.
that would counter the petty theft.
Yes, it
and,
would.
And then the borrower would be
Gone
lost,
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Try to petty theft. And
Yep.
that's what's gonna happen, yep.
Damien not gonna waste any time. Oh.
I think he's asking, is it the 2 CMC? Will that counter it? I love Damien. I'm pretty sure he just asked, like, does this counter it? Like, he holds it out.
Yeah. Well, these guys are all playing to get better for the 1Ks and the bigger. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's better to ask and learn than not know.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, dress down.
Yeah, and Bobble as well. So he did get a free spell. Gonna get some value.
It always feels really good to hit Bobble off your iteration.
Taking dress down, putting heat on the bottom because he does not have Delirium. But he does have, I mean, that's going to be 3 instant, sorcery, and artifacts. So he was pretty close to the Unholy Heat.
Next big tournaments.
April 3rd.
April 3rd is our next 1K plus. So $1,000 prize pool scales up to 2,000 depending on.
Another petty theft here.
Oh yeah, that's pretty gross.
So getting in, Ragavan blocking 1.
There's no lands. This Unholy Heat's gonna be online. This is a big Death Shadow.
Yeah, he already has an Unholy, or does he dress down?
I think
Ragavan.
I thought he still had an Unholy Heat.
And I don't.
Gonna
Bobbo,
dash rag. Maybe.
I don't think you do here, do you?
I don't.
What does Bobo have over there? Is it, I feel like it's a land. Is it 2 lands? But yeah, that borrower's going to come in. Seiju in a mountain. Thank you, big guy. Taryn, you can explain the bobble on upkeep. Oh, that's a force off the top.
Bobble on upkeep. I don't know why you do it in this matchup, but I always do it if it's like a vacuum, like if it's my turn one and I don't know what my opponent's on. I always bobble on their upkeep in case they have hand disruption, then they get less selection and less information. Or if it's just a deck that could be playing hand disruption, I always bobble on their upkeep. Helps you to remember to draw. That's a horrible reason, big guy.
Oh, what?
He's conceding. He doesn't have.
He has drown. He can block one of the endurance and drown in the lock, kill the other one. Kill the brazen borrower. Force got rid of the one.
Did he?
I don't know. I'm confused. Temur Rhinos.
Oh, did he have to fetch shock to do that?
I knew he would have had to have fetch, but I didn't know if he had. I mean, I don't know if he has any basics or not.
Kenshin said he was 1 mana short of the drown, maybe?
I thought he had 2 mana. I thought he had a land and a fetch. Maybe he didn't have any basics and would have had to have shocked.